Hi, it's LaRue, and welcome to part 4 of Creation is Called Forth from Desire. I've been talking to you over the last few weeks about why some desires manifest and others not. If you have missed the videos on February the 7th and February the 21st of 2011, I highly recommend that you go and watch those before you watch today's video. Otherwise, it may not make a lot of sense to you. The reason that some desires manifest while others don't is because there is a conflicting desire, or maybe more than one, lurking underneath your current desire. In the previous weeks, I've helped you to locate those conflicting desires, and if you have successfully located the conflicting desires getting in the way of what you would prefer to experience in your life instead, then you are now ready for today's video. Now that you have successfully located your conflicting desire, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself a question, and it is, this reality that I've been experiencing, my conflicting desire, is it something I choose to hold on to? If the answer is yes, that's perfectly okay. Maybe the answer is yes because you just simply don't know how to let it go, and maybe you need some help with that. Maybe you have someone in the alternative healing field who could help you clear out that block. Maybe you need to see a therapist of some sort. There are many methodologies for dealing with this, and I'll talk about them a little bit later in today's video, but there is help for you to let those go. Now, if you are ready to let them go, here's what I'm going to recommend. Step 2 is to write down what you prefer instead. Now, writing it down is very important because it helps you really become crystal clear on what it is that you're wanting. Sometimes just the act of writing it down will help you see, or sometimes see, that what you're after isn't so clear after all, and that in itself could be preventing your desire from manifesting. Step 3 is to activate awareness. Now that you know what your desire is, now that you know what the conflicting desire is, you're going to start being aware of your thoughts and your behaviors. Maybe you will be having new and positive thoughts about what it is that you would like to manifest, or maybe you'll be noticing some old thoughts that have come up to say goodbye in regards to that conflicting desire that you had installed some time ago. Sometimes the very act of awareness itself is all that it takes to have a limiting desire or belief start to completely dissolve for you. If you find after a couple of weeks there isn't much movement or an inner feeling that something is about to shift for you, you may want to consider some other options for clearing out some beliefs or those conflicting desires. There is EMDR, Byron Katie's The Work, EFT, that's energy tapping, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, timeline therapy, Morty Lefko's belief change process, and then of course there is Evoke that Vanessa and I use. You could go and read about that at evo-k.com, evo-k.com. And there, of course, you may have a toolbox full of tools yourself that you would want to use. But whatever it is, find a way to deal with it so that you can have your desire. I'd like you to pop me a note below and tell me how you're doing with the process. How has this series been for you? What have you discovered? Are there limitations? And depending on the feedback from you, maybe I'll do a part 5 to this series. Creation is Called Forth from Desire. Have a really great time dismantling these conflicting desires. And it's important to take a lighthearted approach as though you're going on an adventure. Otherwise, if you don't, you could get really heavy and get stuck. So enjoy the process, and I'll see you here in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.